Today's brief video, I want to address those of you guys who are quitting smoking weed or whom have quit smoking weed who are having a really hard time. If you're new to the channel, my name's Dr. Frank. I'm the founder of Addiction Mindset recovery coaching programs, which focus on helping people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content. One of the common traps that I fell into when it came to quitting THC, especially when I was doing NoFap and quitting watching adult media content, was I'd see all these people talking about all these amazing changes that they were experiencing. You know, oh my God, I have more energy. Oh my God, I have better relationships. All the things that I talk about now on my channel, the benefits of getting sober. But what I want people to realize, or at least keep in mind, is you're not quitting for a short term gain. And short term being anything, I would arguably say within the first year of sobriety. You're quitting this drug today, and the goal is to have this impact how you live 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. The gains that you're going to experience are absolutely not going to happen overnight. It wasn't until being sober for going on almost 4 years that I was able to build like a deep relationship. It took almost 4 years to rebuild my finances. And even that, I think, is a very, very, very short amount of time in the bigger picture of things. And I think a lot of times what happens is when we're quitting smoking weed or quitting a bad addiction, what occurs is we don't see immediate results. And then we wind up saying, oh, this isn't worth it. My life hasn't changed. Nothing has changed for the better. And I just can't reinforce enough that the actions you're making today, yes, you're hoping for a better tomorrow, but more so, you're hoping for a better next week, next year, next 10 years from now. That's where you're going to reap the most benefits of your sobriety and recovery process. And I think this is very hard to grasp when we first quit an addiction, whether we're talking about adult media content or quitting smoking weed or both. We're very, very used to that instant gratification. In fact, our brain craves that instant gratification. Our brains are wired to focus on the path of least resistance. So if getting high and watching adult media content is the path of least resistance, right? Something that's relatively easy to do, even though it's not easy to maintain that lifestyle at all, your brain is going to go towards that. But if quitting weed for you is about quitting to save up some money, working at a job that you're trying to get, to then maybe take that money and develop a side hustle, to then take that side hustle and turn that into a passion or a career that you want to seek in life or whatever it is, that takes a lot of time. And you're not going to get the rewards of that until much later on. I was doing a consulting call today with a younger gentleman, great call, amazing guy that I was talking to. And it made me think of this. And I told him, I said, hey, here you are, you're early on in your first few days quitting. I just want to put things in perspective for him. And I told him, he said he was watching my videos for 2 to 3 years before he finally found me. He found me on TikTok.
Uzi, not again. Uzi, wake your ass up.
And then he finally found me on YouTube, and he decided to make that call. And I said, just think about that. The hard work that I started putting in 1 or 2 years ago, 3 years ago across all my social media platforms, I'm just now seeing the rewards of that. And I'm telling you, it's pretty rewarding. There I am in Florida, and I got people booking calls with our offices. That's pretty cool. But it took so much hard work and so much time just to get to the tip of this iceberg that I'm trying to build. And I just can't emphasize enough, have patience and be in this for the long-term outcomes, not the short-term, because short-term, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to maybe experience withdrawal, and it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster ride. You're going to have good days and bad days, and I still have good and bad days, but it's going to be bumpy in the beginning. And if you're in this for a short-term investment, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on those long-term rewards. Like, in the stocks, they say, unless you're holding a totally failing stock, which in your case, you're not a failing stock. This quitting is investing in yourself, right? You control whether or not you fail or succeed. It the people who hold on long term are the ones who seem to reap the most rewards, right? So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. You're in this for the long term investment, not the short term. All right, guys, check out the pinned comment below for more information in the video description.